Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to SD Productions Gaming. Already we've got technical problems, as per usual. Lovely. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll be with you. Hang on a second. You're ready. I'm about to appear on your screens, hopefully. The stream does look like it's a little bit laggy, so I'd apologise for that. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Why is that doing that? Oh, dear me, I give up already. Why? Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, we're going to try and have a positive stream tonight, ladies and gents. If you saw our Snetterton coverage, it didn't end very well. But we don't talk about that. Right, timetable. Let's have it. So, here is what we got tonight then for round 6 of the SDPG Academy. Electric Spirit Supersport Free Practice 1 coming up very, very shortly. So if you're in Supersport, lobby is up, so get yourselves in. Then we've got Superbikes FP1, then the Ducatis, then Supersport FP2, and then Superbikes will round out the evening. The calendar then, we have got quite a stacked... No, we don't. Let's rephrase that. We've got a double header. We've got Cadwell this weekend. Then next weekend we head over, no worries, Logan, to Brands Hatch, and that will be a Super Bowl round. Then we have 2 or 3 weeks off, and in between round 7 and 8, ladies and gents, we'll be bringing you a Season 2 preview show. Now, we will explain more when we get there, but a lot's going to happen between round 7 and 8, so... yes, excited to bring you what's going to happen there. Then we come back to Cadwell for the first round of the showdown, and that will be a Super Bowl round on 13th to 15th of April, and then it's every other week to the end of the season. Right then, what have we got coming up? Well, we've actually got quite a bit coming up this month, ladies and gents. We've got Donington National 660s. We will go with that on Thursday. Looking forward to that one. That should be an absolute cracking event. And we go on Supermotos at Snetterton. Indeed it was, Kaylin. Indeed it was. And we go with those a week on Thursday. And then we have got Honda Week, ladies and gents, which will be fantastic. Looking forward to that one. We're going to have... on our Instagram and social media, we'll have a... what will we do? We'll have a post for certain bikes. So there'll be 5 days worth of content from us on socials. We'll also have a 2-day event, 2 nights of racing at Autopolis, where we'll have 250s, Super Sport and Super Bike with parade laps from the CBR 900R Fireblade and the RC213 VSYQX and whatever. Also, ladies and gents, we have got a wall and window very kindly supplied to us by Ash. Thank you, Ash, for this. So if things get a little bit too stressful, we can go to this wall and give ourselves a bit of a clout with it. Because, as I'm sure you know, ladies and gents, the lag does play its part, also disconnections, and just a lot of, So, that's what happens. So hopefully, the wall is not needed tonight, fingers crossed. And I do not know why. There you go, Ash. Perfect time, mate. Perfect time. I don't know what is going on with the camera. I do apologise. It seems to be way out of where it should be. I don't know why, because it's just... technology, it's great, isn't it? Also, coming up tonight, ladies and gents, we have got a chat with Charlie. We had that on Wednesday. Looking forward to bringing you that. So, yes, we will be bringing you that after... this first session and before Superbike Free Practice 1. I do apologise if the stream is laggy. If it's not laggy, please put that in the chat because it looks very bad on my screen. So fingers crossed, it's not laggy at all. Right, we'll go to the next screen then for... is Logan in? Oh, no. Logan, don't worry, mate. We won't go without you. So I'll just go to the next screen so riders can get their bike selected. Yeah, good luck, Kaylin, for your free practice. Not that you need it. Right then. Ash is in, he's raring to go. Big things from Ash tonight. No worries, Logan, mate. No problem at all. We are a bit ahead of schedule, so no worries. Ash said he's going to put it fastest in both sessions. That's what he told me. Told me with confidence. No, I'm joking. No excuses, Kaylin. No excuses, mate. Like I said, think positive. Think positive, mate. Right, so just going to wait for Logan and then we will get this one underway. So, if you missed us on Thursday. Yes, Thursday. We had a test here at Cadwell. Superbikes wasn't very well turned out, but that's absolutely fine. We do not mind that because people are obviously busy with their lives, and that is absolutely fine. I mean, Dylan was half drunk, and Jan was in Amsterdam, and yeah, things happen. So, so yes, and there was a few others missing, but we are keen and raring to go, and hopefully we will have a good number of riders turning out tonight. Logan is in. Fantastic stuff. Right, ladies and gents. Let's see what's going to happen in free practice one. We will dive into what happened in the test when we get into FP1. But for now, ladies and gents, we are going to get this one underway with free practice one then for the AMI Electrics Bridge Supersport class. It's time to go. Okay, green flag then at the end of pit lane, ladies and gents. We have added a bit of music. If it's drowning me out, please let me know. It'll be on for about a minute. So hopefully that's at the perfect volume and everyone will be happy. If you can't hear it, well, I've not done a good job. Yeah, that's a good start, isn't it? The stream very laggy today. What's going on? Is the stream laggy for everybody? Mine's just looks ridiculous. I do apologise, ladies and gents. Right then. Oh, have that! Yes, that's what we like. There you go. See, I was teasing you there, chaps. Teasing you there. That's good, right? So no lag for you. Thank you very much, chaps, for that one. Right, free practice one. It's free practice Sunday here at a Cadwell Park. Looking forward to this one then. Supersport has provided us with some cracking racing this season. Certainly in the sprint race at Snetterton, there was about 7 riders fighting it out for the win. And both races were won by this man. On your screens, Liam then did take both race wins at Snetterton. Of course it was Snetterton. So will he be able to keep up that good form this weekend? Well, he's got his teammate to beat and, well, everybody else, of course. But Connor's looking in scintillating form. He was in the test. He topped the test, did Connor, but Liam was not far behind. And I would like to say a big thank you to Super Ted for the wonderful graphics that you see on your screens, ladies and gents. We have some colour. We're not in 1964. We have got some colour back on the stream. Love it. So there you go. Thank you to Ted for his super hard work and getting these graphics looking sharp and wonderful. There we go. That's the nice I'm going to be to him all night. No, I'm joking. Into, whoa, there we go. Into the back of the ambulance goes Liam. Good effort, son. Good effort. Who was Neil? There we are. Oh, I don't know where Scott is. I don't know. I thought Scott was out. Clearly not. Right then, over the line then for Neil. Will be one of the first riders to set a lap time, 128.387. Jordan, 129.366. Vinny there in P3, then Liam there in 4th. So, a reminder, ladies and gents, that the top 6 on combined standings from free practice 1 and 2 for both Supersport and Superbike will go through to Q2 tomorrow. Automatic qualification for Q2 as Neil tips off at Park Corner. If you're outside of the top 6, then you're going to Q1, where you'll fight it out for 3 transfer spots to get yourself through to that Q2, where 9 riders will battle it out for pole position for the sprint race on Tuesday. So as we look at the Power Slide Racing Suzuki, then early stages of this session, and we will have a look at everybody during the session. But Jordan then on your screens, he was doing very well at the test, I must add. I think he was in top 4. Looking really good here at Cadwell Park. Very difficult circuit, like we said in the test. Very easy to get it wrong. Very difficult to be consistent around here. There's lots of areas that will catch you out. So you've got to be very careful. Try not to attack it too much, because the more you attack it, the more chance you have of tipping off, which is not what we want. So we'll get Jordan then round Barn Corner, 9 tenths up at the moment, nearly a second up, so this we'll see him go to the top of the times, if we can just keep it rubber side down. Down towards the line then for the number 23, over the line he goes, and does a 128.375, and goes a few hundredths quicker than Neil. Vinny had a strong, done a strong start here there in P3, Ash in 4th. Let's have a look at the number 34, SDPG Racing Suzuki. As he goes down towards the line there, got someone up ahead, I couldn't see who that was. Over the line then goes Ash, 127.9, 127.5 from George. Now this is one young man we must keep an eye on this weekend, the MV Augusta. Is it going to be the package that gives George his first win of the season? Well, I do believe in it. I think it's got what it takes. I mean, this is probably going to be the only place where it will really struggle up towards Park Corner. Everywhere else it should be pretty nimble and a good package indeed for the number 17. George was very fast in the test, was not far off Connor in session 1, and then Connor came out the gates firing all cylinders in the second session on Thursday and absolutely annihilated the field, and he's gone top here, 127.4 for the number 9 APR Racing Honda, but it's only for FP1 and we're already down to some very quick time. So it's Connor, George and Neil, your top 3. Good to have Neil back with us. He was busy last weekend, but it's good to see him back out on the KRP Racing Yamaha. If you have missed us for the last few rounds, then you will not know that Kalen has retired from SDPG for now. It could be a full-time thing or just a short-term thing, but Kalen has left due to the fact that the game was letting him down and a lot of technical issues for Kalen, but he's still a valuable part of the SDPG community and will continue to run a team going into Season 2. So I got Ash over the line then. He now goes to P3, 127.813. They've got Neil there in 4th, Jordan there in 5th, and Logan. Let's have a look at Logan then in P6. Really done well recently. Been hovering around that top 3, top 5. And, well, he got his first podium at Snetterton, ladies and gents. A top 3 and a 3rd place for Logan. Really has improved massively recently, and it's been good to see on the Malted R5L Yamaha as George goes to the top, 127.412, narrowly beats Connor then as Logan tips off going into all bends. Then we've got Vinny in 7th, then we've got Hayden there in P8. Let's have a word on Hayden. Into Charlie's then goes Hayden. Yes, so Hayden's not been with us. I don't think he was with us at the last round. I can't remember the last time we had Hayden with us. But it's good to see the number 7 back out on circuit on the HPR Racing Honda and 10th up on this lap at the moment. So we'll see what Hayden can do this weekend. A very difficult circuit to come back to, but we'll see how he gets on. Liam's jumped up to P7. I will expect Liam to be in that top 6 come the end of play today. But we'll see how he gets on then. Weather for this weekend's looking okay. I've checked the weather forecast. The weather's looking pretty good and pretty fair for us this weekend. But we'll see how that goes, because you never know with the British weather on what it's going to do. And look at that, 126.931 for the number 17 Ami Electrics MV Augusta of George, number 17, to the top of the times by half a second at the moment. I'm sure Connor will be responding at some point through Mansfield. Then goes the number 9 championship leader going into this one. Got a substantial lead over the rest of the field. Liam is currently in P2 in the standings, and look at this, Connor 3/10 up then, going into the bottom of the mountain. Over the mountain then goes the APR Honda and into all bends. Nicely done for Connor then, through the right, through the left, through the right, through the left, and flicks it right now into the hairpin. Down towards Barn Corner. Liam's now into 6th place and 6/10 up for Connor. This will see him go to the top of the times. Will he over the line? And yes, he does. 126.788 for Connor. The APR Honda on top at the moment. George's having a steady lap. Good to see Ash there in P3. Was hoping for a top 5 this weekend. Spoke to Ash before we got going with this one, and now she's hoping for a top 5 and some good haul of points this weekend, and I think he could do it. It's looked very good this weekend, and this event, he just tips off there at the hairpin. And this is going to be a big thing this weekend, ladies and gents, and I'm sure you'll see the riders do a good job of this, just keeping out the way of their fellow riders if there's any if there is any incidents or session, we expect the riders just to wait, just no unsafe rejoins. Oh, what's happened to Neil? But that does not matter, we will have his time on the board, so hopefully that won't be a problem. No problem at all, Hayden, no worries. Good to have you back, buddy. So then up towards Park Corner then goes Ash. Who's he got in front of him? He's got George. Yeah, he's got George ahead of him. Into Park Corner then. Is this going to be a prime overtaking opportunity here at Cadwell Park? Probably. Because, well, where else are you going to overtake? That is the question. Connor to no, Liam to P3. Do apologise. Liam up to third now. 127.786. Down into Mansfield then goes the number 34. And into the chicane then. Nicely done. Got a good marker ahead of him in George. George is not too far off the pace here. That's fantastic. Into the bottom of the mountain then. Ash is only 300ths off. So we'll keep an eye on him. And this is going to be a good point to watch from this weekend. Excuse me, the mountain. We'll see some good air, I'm sure, in super bikes. I know certainly one rider does like to give it some good air over the mountain, and I'll let you guess which one that will be, as we'll see a little bit later on. But into Barn Corner then. Quite easy to tuck the front here, ladies and gents. Obviously the track does drop away, a bit of negative camber, not all the way on the front end, and it's very easy to tuck the front and slide off at Barn, but Ash has done a good job of keeping it rubber side down. Right then, so it's an APR Honda 1 and 3 at the moment, as we see Liam now over the mountain and into Hall Bends then, through the right, through the left, through the right, back over to the left, and then back into the hairpin then. Oh, we've just got Vinny that's just popped out the pits, and Liam's going 2/10 up, so this will get him a little bit closer to George. Down towards the line then for Liam, and over the line he goes now. And what time is it? 127.3 on that lap for Liam. Jordan, they're still in P5, having a solid session at the moment on the Power Slide Racing Suzuki. Into the bottom of the mountain, going a 10th up. That will see him get into the low 128s. If he can just keep this one going for the rest of the lap. Suzuki's a real good package in Supersport, as Ash and the Power Slide Racing Suzukis are proving. Into the hairpin then, just under 4.5 minutes remaining of free practice 1 for the AMI Electric Bridge Supersport class. Oh, 4/10 off then through the final, through the third sector for Jordan. Then down towards the line, and over the line he goes now. And no improvement on that occasion. Good run this from Logan, 128.7, so he's not too far off. In through the bottom of the mountain, Ash keeps well out of the way. Whoa, that's a humongous accident for the number 79. Holy smokes, that was painful. Oh. Right then, let's give your ears some. Yeah, don't say that. Into the hairpin then for George, and we'll have a little session on board with. No, don't say that either. Oh, I tell you what, 3/10 up then for George. Let's follow him to the line. This might see George go to the top of the times on the MV. Over the line he goes now. And he does go top, 126.632 for the number 17. The MV on top of the times. Right, let's ride on board with George and hope he doesn't fall off in this time. There you go, ladies and gents. We do like the MV, the 3-cylinder engine. It sounds so nice. It just sounds lovely. Into the gooseneck then for George. Let's have a look. Oh, Connor's just going up to the line now. Any improvement? Not on that occasion. Let's have a look at Vinny then. I've not seen much of Vinny. Vinny's in the pits. Let's have a look at Hayden then. Through Charlie's. And up towards Park Corner then for the number 7. Hard on the brakes for Hayden then, nicely done. And a few hundredths up then through Sector 1 into Chris Curve, then on the right hand side of the tyre for an awfully long time here. And into the gooseneck then. Got to be careful with your braking, too much brake at lean angle and you will end up on your ear. Oh, Hayden there carries a little bit too much speed through the gooseneck, but makes that work. I like it. Into Mansfield then for the number 7. And into the chicane for Hayden then, nicely done. Let's check his next split then. Sector 2 time coming up now. 7:10. So this is a good improvement for the number 7. Into the bottom of the mountain then. Lovely that from Hayden. Over the mountain he goes. Heads in towards Hall Bends now. Through the right, through the left. Nice. This is looking a tidy lap from the HPR Honda rider. Nicely done into the hairpin then. Into Barn Corner the short. This is going to be a good improvement. 1.1 seconds up at the moment. Let's see. Will that put him in up towards Jordan? Over the line then for Hayden. He goes P6. Pips Logan there. Oh, only 5 thousandths off Jordan. Woohoo! And obviously we do have to factor Neil's time into this. He did get a technical issue slightly earlier on in the session, but he was inside that top 6. So it will be George, Connor, Liam, Ash, Jordan and Neil in the top 6 at the moment. Right then, any changes at the top? Let's have a look at Liam then as he goes into the mountain. Oh, lovely. Nicely done. Superbike riders, get yourselves ready. It is nearly time for a free practice one for you guys. Superbike riders, keep an eye on the chat as well, because straight after this we're going into an interview with Charlie. So you won't know what's going on, but I will put it in the Twitch chat when the lobby is up, so keep an eye on that. Down towards the line then for Liam, not too far off at the moment, and no improvement on that occasion. 30 seconds remaining of FP1 then for the Supersport riders. Into Barn Corner for George. Oh, that's a little bit wide, George. Probably not the intended line on that occasion, but oh, look at he just looks fast no matter what he does. Through Hall Bends then for the number 9. Oh, checkered flag. Get that ready. That might be a good idea. Into Barn Corner then. And the checkered flag is now out for Super Sport then. Oh, he's not far off at the moment. Down towards the line for Connor. Is he going to go top? No, not on this occasion, but he does improve his lap. Well, George takes top honours then in FP1. Ahead of Connor and Liam. Ash there in P4, Jordan in 5th, Hayden in Hayden in 6th, Logan in 7th, and yeah, Neil was in there as well, and Vinny there rounding out the runners and riders in that one. Good session that from the Supersport boys, and we will see them back out a little later on. Right then, so let's confirm those times. So, ladies and gents, as you just seen, the APR Hondas, 2nd and 3rd, we sat down with their team boss, Charlie, on Wednesday to discuss the APR racing setup and how his season's gone. Take a look at this, ladies and gents. Good evening, everybody. We are here. It is Wednesday here at Cadwell Park, ready for the test tomorrow and the race weekend coming up. I'm joined by SDPG Racing Honda's Charlie, and he's also APR Honda's team manager. Charlie, how are you, buddy?
I'm very good, thank you, Sean. I'm very good. How about yourself, mate?
Good, I'm very well, thank you, my friend. Very well. So, your APR Honda riders are in form recently in Supersport, 1 and 2 in the Supersport Championship. How pleased are you with their progress this season?
Honestly, Sean, I couldn't believe it. From the test we had on the 250s, I think that was the first time I'd ever seen them out on track. And I was so impressed with them from then. And then we went over to Almeria at was it the run-through for the Academy?
It was, yes. Yep.
Yeah. And oh my God, the lads just impressed me so much. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, wow, this is looking really promising. And then as this season's just continued, I've gone, wow, these lads are really on it, and I couldn't believe it. It was just so nice to see. And yeah, the work's paid off for them, it's safe to say.
Absolutely. They have done a brilliant job of Connor and Liam, and I'm sure they will be Superbike bound for Season 2. And speaking of which, what is in store for Season 2 for the APR team, buddy? Any new manufacturers?
Obviously, like I've said to you, that we have parted ways with Honda in Supersport, and I'll probably, if we ever get a Superbike ride, probably will not be with Honda. But I can tell you now, with Supersport, we will be running Suzuki's, so that be new lookout on the grid, and then depends if we ever get a Superbike ride. I think I'll let whoever's riding it decide what they will want to ride and be comfortable.
Brilliant. That sounds very interesting. There we go, ladies and gents. An exclusive, hot off the press. There we are. APR going to Suzuki for season 2. That'll be exciting. So, Charlie, how happy are you with your seat? You've had some flashes in the pan, mate. There's been some good results. Just struggled at a few rounds, but you've done a good job overall, I think.
If I'm gonna be brutally honest, Sean, I think I had a lot of expectation on myself for the start of the season. Obviously, pathway. I think I wouldn't say pressure. I think it's just me getting in my own head, and then once the first mistake's in, it's there. It doesn't go away. But I think Alton Park was a right step in the direction, and then Snetterton, the last race, I thought brilliant, battling with the likes of Ted and Adam. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of who it was then. I think that was really positive because I can't get my head around Snetterton, and when we return, I think I'll have a much better mindset going into the round because of that last race. And I just thought I can do this, and I can start battling with these top lads. So I think there's hopefully a good end to the season, and I don't know what's in the future, but yeah.
Absolutely, mate. You've done a very good job, and I've actually kept these quiet. But the pathway standings, Christian leads it on 270. You're only 23 behind in pathway, so that's less than a race win. So you've done a very good job, mate. Done a very good job. Now we know you, Charlie. We know what you like. We know you are a roads man. What are your expectations for our road racing season when we kick off in a few months' time?
For the roads, I'm thinking, I don't know. Definitely, when we go to the Southern 100, I would love to be competing for the win every time on the bike. So qualifying, practice, no matter what, I want to make it known that this is my home turf. And but yeah, I think I would be happy around the top 4, top 5 every road race. So I think it's well in reach because it's just consistency really, and just being comfortable lap by lap, not over pushing your boundaries. So I think we could have a good season on the roads.
That's what we like to hear. Well, Charlie, thank you very much for your time, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season and this weekend.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
And Sean, my friend, let's go. It's back to you, buddy. Good evening, everybody. We are here. It is Wednesday here.
And the green flag is now out at the end of pit lane then. Yes, fascinating chat there with Charlie. Big thank you to him for his time. Good to sit down with the young man. And hopefully this is not a sign of him getting booted. But if so, I will personally cry for him. We know what happened last night, Joe. Yes, if you did miss it, ladies and gents, the 24 Racing Series did not start very well in the World Tour. Oh, really? Really? Wow. Harsh. Not nice. God's sake. Oh, yes, so if you did miss it last night, we were doing some testing for the World Tour on the 24 Racing Series, and Charlie did not manage to, well, it didn't go very well for him, let's just put it like that. Got booted out of a few sessions, did Charlie? But he did a very good job under the pressure, so good to have Charlie with us. tonight, and unfortunately Alex has not made it out for free practice one of the Superbikes. But he's trying, that's all that matters. As we see, Yorkshire's top right, ladies and gents, the man that is in form. I can't really call him a man, actually. He's still a young boy at heart, and mentally as well. But he has done a fantastic job recently at Snetterton, took the triple, the first triple in SDPG history, and took 2 wins out of 3 at Donington. Surely he is on the hunt for the title. Well, he's only 14 points behind teammate Brett, so it is a CS Autos Ducati 1-2. At top of the standing, Super Ted in P3, not too far behind. Did lose a bit of ground though at Snetterton. Not the best weekend for the Super One, as we see. Sends that big time. This is why we love Cadwell. Into the hall beds then for Yorkshire's top right. Yes, so not the best round for Super Ted. Mason G had a pretty solid round over at Snetterton. Was going starting to close in on that top 3 in the title. Is he going to come into play towards the end of the season? Brett also had a fantastic run over at Snetterton, was on the podium a good few times, which is good to see. Riding injured this weekend, got a damaged finger, has Brett. So hopefully that won't play him too much trouble. As the early times then are on the board, Yorkshire's top rack already down to a pretty solid pace, 124.761. Mason Roth in the 125, Super Ted 126.1 for him. Aaron on the Kawasaki 126.8 for him. Brett's done a 125.9. Front row Joe 126.8. 128.9 for Jan, 128.9 for Adam, and Charlie is on his merry way into Hall Bends and about to set a lap time. Just overcuts that one slightly. Well, still, there is a long way to go in this one. I have been told by a reliable source that Jamie will not be joining us tonight. I think he's a bit busy with work, so hopefully he'll be joining us tomorrow. Down to the line then for SDPG Racing Honda's Charlie, and over the line he goes, 131.8. Early lads, whoa, Dylan's trying to take out the cameraman. Oh, that's not nice. Well, he's got that a little bit wrong at the bottom of the mountain. Oh dear. Right, Mason Roth over the mountain. And he's got Jan just behind him on the Eden Floor BMW machine. Good to see Mason Roth having a good start to his weekend. In through Hall Bends then, and down in towards the hairpin. Just got Super Ted up ahead at the moment. Into Barn Corner then for the number 36, Mr. Nasser, as he heads down towards the line now. Ted up to third, 125.746, so not too far behind. Mason Roth already on the times. Brett then into Barn Corner, 6/10 up at the moment. So this will put him into the 125.32 bracket. Over the line he goes now and does do 125.202. CS Autos Ducati 1-2 in the early stages of free practice 1. Let's have a look then at the number 69 of Front Row Joe. Oh, mate, pressing the wrong button. Into Charlie's then he goes, and round he goes on towards the Park Straight, which is not straight at all, but we'll go with it. Up to Park then goes Joe, half a second up at the moment. Wow, far behind is Teddy. Yeah, so this will put him into the 126.3s if he can keep it going, and as soon as I say that, he tips off. Sorry, Joe. Commentator's curse. Let's have a look then at the Italian Stallion, ladies and gents. Yes, we have got Jan on your screens, number 57. Eden Floor BMW motor out of the machine. Had a good run of results recently, been hovering around that top 5, top 6 area. Really has improved, like Logan in Super Sport, but just steadily climbing up the ranks and going about his business. Will Jan be able to get a top 3 this weekend? Well, we'll find out when we go racing with the first Superbike race tomorrow night, ladies and gents. Into Barn Corner then. Charlie bumps himself up to P5. I tell you what, Jan will not be far off the top 6 with this lap. Over the line he goes now. Oh, 127.416. Did lose a little bit of time in that final sector. Aaron tips off the Exact Moves Kawasaki there into the hairpin, but he will go again on another lap. Let's see Super Ted and Adam there just going through Hall Bends. Oh, the front protesting at the hairpin then. Ted not far off his time here, so if he nails the final corner, he might be able to get a little bit close to Mason Roth. Good start to the weekend for Mason, 125.5, and Ted does go ahead, 125.471, goes up to P3, so your top 3 in the championship, first, second and third, not in championship order. Dylan is nearly a second up on anybody in FP1. Into the gooseneck then and down towards Mansfield. This is Dylan's home round, so will he be able to do the triple here? If he does, well, will that number 1 plate be staying with him next season? Well, we will find out as we get towards the latter end of the championship. Into the bottom of the mountain then, a 10th up. Dylan has said to me that he's hoping for a 123. Oh, look at that. This weekend, I'm sure he will, because I've seen in private testing he has been doing mid 123, so he's been absolutely flying. Has done, and he does hold the world record round here, just saying. Into barn corner then. Oh, nearly 3/10, so he's run a bit wide there. Down towards the line then for the number 1, Yorkshire's Top Wreck. Over the line he goes now, and does a 124.316 as Brett keeps out of the way of Aaron. Behind. Nice one, here comes Super Ted then through Hall Bends. Whoa, he's got it! He has absolutely sent it through Hall Bends. I rate it. I rate it a lot. Into Bard. Oh, this is a good lap. 7/10 up for the Super 1. Then down towards the line for Ted. Over the line he goes now, and he does a 124.743. Not too far off the pace. He did a 124.6 in the test on Thursday. So there you go. Already down to a solid pace is the number 34. Right, let's have a look a little bit further down. Then Mason Roth is in the pits. Aaron up to 5th. This is a good showing. 126.064 for the exact moves Kawasaki. Number 92 just gets a little bit wrong at Park Corner. Good job. There's a lot of runoff there. At Park, into Chris Cove he goes. And on his merry way. Charlie then, the same bit of tarmac then. Just had that off in the background, but keeps it upside down. Into the gooseneck then for Charlie. New number on the front of that is still 24, but just a different style for Evil Knievel, as he's known in the SDPG community then. Into the chicane. Oh, using all the road and some there was Charlie. Into the bottom of the mountain then, 6/10 off. Let's have a look at Charlie's approach over there. Yep, lovely. Ted not... Whew, they're sending it, aren't they? Fair play. Through Hall Bends then, into the hairpin there for Charlie. Oh, I thought he was going to push the front a bit too hard then, but no, he didn't. Keeps it rubber side down, 6/10 off on this lap. Let's have a look then at Adam. We're not seeing much of the number 4 arcade BMW. Into the chicane he goes and up towards the bottom of the mountain. Brett's improved, 124.834, not far off the pace is number 52, Ashby's Finest. Over the mountain then for Adam, into Hall Bends then, through the right, through the left, back over to the right. Oh. And into the hairpin he goes now, and down towards Barn Corner. 700ths up then on this lap, so it might just get him closer to that 126 bracket. Over the line for the arcade BMW, 127.007. Wow, that's close. For number 4, as we see, who should we have a look at? Let's have a look at Mason Roth, who's in the pits, and we see Yorkshire's Top Wreck going through shot then into the hairpin for the number 1. Into Barn Corner, not far off his time, but we did see him run wide a little bit earlier on his fastest lap, so let's see if this will be anywhere near the 123. So it is indeed 124.113 for Dylan, goes 6/10 faster than everybody else. Fantastic stuff fantastic to see that from Dylan. As we see Charlie now keep well out of the way of Super Ted. So this is the problem with if you're just having a bit of a slow lap, it's hard to get out of the way. 2 turns up at the moment is Ted, so this will put him in the mid 124 range. Up to the line then for the Super 1 then, Cape flapping in the breeze, 124.434, so he's gone faster than what he did in the test. Great stuff that from Super Ted. Mason Roth then has ventured back out on circuit. Mr. NASA, he can actually go flying this weekend, of course, over the mountain. As he goes into Coppet and onto a flying lap, we'll keep an eye on Mason's progress. As we get Aaron over the mountain, the exact moves Kawasaki. Into Hall Bends he goes then. Brilliant. That was a good line that from Aaron into the hairpin. Nicely done on the power down towards Barn Corner. 0.003 of a second up then, so this might just be an improvement for the Kawasaki. What's he done? 126.064. I'm going to see a 125. Oh, not quite. Not quite for Aaron on that occasion. Let's have a look at front row Joe then, into Coppice at the moment, just outside that top 6, but they will get another session a little bit later on to improve their lap times and get themselves in that all-important top 6 and Q2 placings tomorrow. Jan's improves, 2 thousandths off a 126. Wow, that was close for Jan, and we've got Joe on an improvement lap. Right on board with the Malted R5L Yamaha then, into Chris Kirby goes. Looks like just got Aaron up ahead of him, into the gooseneck then. All these guys through the right into the left. Nicely done. And on the brakes then, into Mansfield goes front row Joe. Into the chicane then. Joe looking very good on the Yamaha then. And into the bottom of the mountain then. 2 tenths off at the moment, so he's not too far away. The front was protesting there at the bottom of the mountain. Just manages to keep it rubber side down. Into Hall Bends he goes. Got Aaron just up ahead like we say, so we'll keep an eye on his time for any improvements. Through the hairpin into Barn then for Joe. Love how committed these riders are, aren't they? Using all the road and some of the white line. Lord, man, and we saw what happened to Taron McKenzie a few years ago when he tried that. Fired his bike into, well, over the wall, didn't it? Incredible. Brett's coming up to the line. Let's have a look then. He dives into the pits there. Let's get Dylan then over the line. Yorkshire's top rack. 124.029. He's getting close to that 123 bracket as Ted's tipped off at the bottom of the mountain. And Brett is now out on circuit. Mason Roth then onto a flying lap for the number 36 HPR machines. Just shy of 8 minutes to go of free practice 1 for the Superbike riders. Into Charlie's 2 then, and onto the park. Well, we can't really call it straight, but we'll call it a straight. Park corner then. Very tricky to get this one right. Obviously, you're braking from high speed. To brake sort of on an angle on the Superbikes. Depends on how good you are. Which all these riders are absolutely fantastic and do a great job. As to whether you keep it rubber side down. Through the gooseneck then for Mr. Nasser. We'll get him over the mountain. Hopefully doesn't tip off before then. Hopefully doesn't tip off at all on this. That will not be good. Into the chicane then. Using that wide line. Carry the speed through the chicane. And up towards the mountain he goes now. 3 tenths up on this lap. Here we go. No! He tips it. He tips off just before the mountain. Wow, look at Brett! Holy moly! I think a change of underwear for the number 52 on that occasion. Sorry, miss, I think I felt like a jinx in there. Charlie then over the line onto another lap. 126.372 is his fastest lap to date. As Aaron there just gets a little bit wrong at Chris Curve. Not a problem, gathers that up nicely. Over the line for Mr. Nasser and onto another lap. Super Ted into the bottom of the mountain he goes now. Look at that. He's very stylish over the mountain, is Ted. Been taking lessons from Ryan Vickers, I think. Whoa, he's done it again. He's done it again. No, he's tipped off at the hairpin. That's going to be a damaged cape. Hopefully he's still got warranty on that. Into the gooseneck then for the number 1 Yorkshire's top rack, and down into Mansfield he goes. Good to hear, Logan. We'll look forward to seeing you out in about, I don't know how long, about half an hour, 40 minutes time. Into the bottom of the mountain then for Dylan. 2 tenths up on this lap, just runs a little bit wide. Over the mountain, over the mountain he goes, using some of the grass into Hall Bends. Nicely done. Lovely stuff. Adam's improved a bit further back. 126.582. Good lap that from Adam. Not far behind Charlie. Dylan's a 10th up. This will see him go into that 123 bracket if he can just nail this final corner. Over the line for Dylan. And it is the first 123 of the weekend. 123.840 for Dylan, as Ted has given himself quite a large repair bill with that. I'm sure you all saw that one as Brett goes over the line now. No improvement on that lap. Mason Roth into Park Corner and Chris Curve. Let's have... Whoa! Joe! Well saved, Charlie. Well saved, mate. Let's have a look at Adam then. Into the bottom of the mountain he goes. Number 4. And over the mountain. Yeah, nice like that. Into Hall Bends then goes Adam. Only a couple of tenths off leading pathway of Charlie then. Into the hairpin he goes then. The number 4. Oh, just a little bit off his time. 6 tenths off on this lap, but he'll go again over the line and onto another lap. 4 minutes remaining of free practice 1 then for Superbikes, and it is still Yorkshire's top rat leading by a good 6 tenths of a second over Super Ted in P2. Brett with that injured finger doing a good job in P3 at the moment, 6 tenths off the pace. We're doing a fantastic job. It's Ashby's finest. Clouts the curb. Gets away with it. Good save that from Brett. Mason Roth having a good showing in FP1. That's good to see. The HPR rider doing a good job. And up towards the sharp end where he belongs. Mason Roth is a talented job man and is doing a great job at the moment. Into the bottom of the mountain, and he's going a 10th up then. Through Sector 2 then. Over the mountain. Yeah! Mr. NASA living up to his name. I like it. Into Hall Bends. Whoa! Now he's living up to his name. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that looked painful. Oh, as Aaron's tipped off as well at Charlie's. Charlie's tipped off over the mountain. Can't keep up. Let's have a look at Jan then. The Eden Floor BMW Motorrad rider just jumped out of the pit. Not literally jumped out. Over the line he goes then to start another flying lap. Less than 3 minutes remaining of this one. Mason Roth having a look down the inside, and that's not going to quite work on that occasion. And he has tipped off there by clipping the curb. Into Charlie's 2 then for Jam. Just runs a smidgen wide, but gathers it up well. We'll see his first sector time any second now. Only a 10th off, so if we can absolutely nail these last few sectors, he will be in with a shout. We'll keep an eye on Jan's progress. Let's have a look at Dylan. There seems to be a whole train of bikes up ahead. Mason Roth being one of them. Adam another one, and Joe as well. Over the line then for Joe. He goes up to P6, puts himself into Q2. Does 126.370. Goes 2 thousandths quicker than Charlie. He missed Aaron's sector time there. Into the bottom of the mountain then. Let's see how the ZX-10 flies. Nice. Yeah, rate that. Absolutely rate that. Into Hall Bends then for Aaron. There's a bit of grass tracking, that's absolutely fine. Into Barn Corner then. 3 tenths off on this lap. Over the line then for Aaron. 26.064, still his personal best time, but in a Q2 spot at the moment. Brett's in the pits, probably just having a sip of water. 2 thousandths off then is Super Ted. Let's follow him to the line. Got Charlie just up ahead. Over the line then for Ted. No improvement on that occasion. Dylan then through the bottom of the mountain. Love to see it. Love to see it then as we get a good shot of the riders going through Hall Bends. Brett's still in the pits, so I think that could be his session done. As you see, Mason Roth. Nailed it. He's absolutely nailed it. Love it. Aaron's trying to camouflage, getting a bit of camouflage there. I like it though. I like it. Doing a good job. There's Aaron on the exact move as Kawasaki. Charlie's improved 126.222 in P6 there, narrowly beating Joe. Then we've got Adam and Jan rounding out the order in this one. Cold front tyre for Jan. That's a bit strange. Mason Roth up to the line. Honestly, I'm just checking everyone's tyre temperatures. How strange. As Dylan tips off at Park Corner. 20 seconds remaining then of free practice 1. I think you should hire them all, Ash. They're not bad, are they? Well then, free practice 1 is nearly done. And it is Yorkshire's top rack on top by a good 6 tenths of a second. Absolutely incredible scenes. Our checker flag is now out then for the Super Bikes as we see Charlie, Ted and Jan go through the bottom of your screen. So it is Dylan then, Ted and Brett, your top 3 with Mason Roth in P4, Aaron in 5th, Charlie in 6th, Joe in 7th, Adam in 8th, and Jan in P9 on that occasion. Well, there you go. Free practice 1 done for super bikes. Do you charge 20 quid? I'll do 20 quid an hour, Ash. That sounds a bit that sounds dodgy. Didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Right then, so that is FP1 done for the super bikes. And well, you ought to stop that doing the business once again. Right then, ladies and gents, it is time for the next session, which will be the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. Hello everybody, hello. Right, let's get the lobby set up then for the Ducatis. Oh, right then, let's go on that. Then we go. No, we don't go on that. That's what we go on. 15 minutes for the Ducati riders. Lovely stuff. Cadwell, Bach. Right then, Ducati riders, your lobby is now up. There we go. Right then, so we'll get the Ducati riders in. Oh, Vinny, straight in. Get in there. Right, that Vinny. Joe's in as well. Look at that. Woo! SDPG community, always on the ball. Good evening, Isaac. How are you, buddy? Should we do rain? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's been lovely here today. We'll have a tsunami instead. Wait! No, stop it. You're not funny, Seamus. You're just not funny. Right. Here we go then. The one and only practice session for the Ducatis. Now, if you have... yeah, that's absolutely no problem. And I've just been shouted by my team, so I'll be back in just a second. There we are. That's better. Right. Typical. See, they're always on the ball, these lads. They're always on the ball, aren't they? Oh, dearie mate. No worries. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, mate. Right, we'll go into the next... No worries, Charlie, mate. Hope you get better soon, buddy. I have just seen your message pop up. Right. Let's go to the next screen. And we'll see what... Oh, Jordan's jumped in there. Right. Oh, dearie me. Bit warm in this commentary box, I'm going to lie. I'll tell you what, I'm going to crack the window open. Even though we have doors here in the commentary box, it might get a bit loud. There we are. Look at that. I rate it. Right then. Oh, dearie me. So we've got 8 people in at the moment. Looking forward to this one. Hope all you riders have read the new regulations, by the way. I'm sure you have. You're all on the ball. I'm going to rate it. Right, so... just waiting for Jordan to ready up, and we'll get going with this one. We will get going with the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup practice, the only practice session they get of the weekend before they jump into qualifying tomorrow. Looking forward to the Ducatis. I do feel a bit bad at Snetterton. The commentary was not good. I do apologise for the race day Tuesday commentary. It was a shambles and it was really bad in the Ducati. So I do apologise, ladies and gents, for my lack of professionalism for a change. No, I'm joking. We are not professional but cheap and available. And that's our motto here. Lovely stuff. Right, ladies and gents. Where's the scene I need? There it is. Right, everybody, it is time to go then with the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup practice session. Let's have it. Hey, everybody's in! It's a miracle! It's an absolute miracle. Well, Vinny's keen to get out then. Good lad. Good session that, Aaron, indeed, mate. Good session indeed. Buddy, well done to you for a good FP1. Let's have a look then at Vinny on your screens. And already been out once tonight in the Super Sports session. We'll see what he can do in this Ducati practice. Up towards Park Corner he goes, number 55. Hard on the brakes for Vinny then. Good to see, nicely done. Into Park Corner, into Chris Curve for Vinny, and down towards, sorry, in towards. Oh, goes out. What's happened to Joe? Technical issue there for front row Joe. That's not good. That's really not good. Into Mansfield then for Vinny. Apologise, and just jumper off for 5 minutes before it gets really cold in the commentary box. Right then, love this stuff. Right, let's get Vinny then over the mountain. Whoa, that was it. Whew. That looked violent. Holy moly, he's got Jordan and Liam behind. Let's get these guys then through the Hall Bend section. Looks like Jordan's had a bit of a tip off there. Into the hairpin then for Liam. Struggled in the Ducatis at Snetterton, did Liam. Had a good Supersport run, but the Ducatis just didn't quite go his way. Finished P9 in the race over in Norfolk. But still, I'm sure he'll make amends this weekend. 128.492 for Liam. It's his opening time. So we'll see where that puts him when everyone else does a lap. Jordan there, 133.622. Tips off at Coppice. Whereabouts? Oh, there's Isaac on your screen, number 73. Connor there, 131.159. As we get Isaac then down towards the line, 137.3 on the opening lap. Where's George? George just coming around the final corner and down towards the line for the number 93. Over the line he goes, 134.492 on that lap. Just wait for Vinny to do a lap time, then everyone has done one. Adam in P2, 128.940 for the number 77. Through Coppice he goes and up towards Charlie's 1 and 2. Whoa, look at that! Ooh, suspension working overtime there. Let's have a look at the number 9 of Connor, your championship leader coming into this one. Has had a very solid season, has Connor. Supersport's been a bit up and down, but the Ducatis has been on, well, he's been on red hot form ever since round number 1. Into bottom of the mountain then for Connor. I say that actually, he had a bit of a blip at Snetterton. He's had a bit of a blip there as he takes a tumble at the bottom of the mountain. I think he finished P4, P5, can't remember where he finished at Snetterton, but it certainly wasn't in the podium positions inside that top 3. Oh dear! Oh, we've got a red flag. Oh dear, is all I'm going to say. No, I've been disconnected, everybody. Yes! Love it. Oh, I just love this game. Right, okay, so, red flag in that one. Wonderful. Brilliant. Woohoo! Should I get a PS? I think I should. Might be a good idea. Okay, so red flag in that one. We will run this session. We'll go for 10 minutes. We'll try and see if we can keep on schedule. I'm sure we will because SDPG we're absolutely... I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. No, what that proves, Logan, is it's a milestone problem. A milestone is a word I'm not going to use because I'm very professional. You're all right, thank you, George. You're all right, mate. Don't worry, I haven't got the money for a PS, so it's all good. So yes, red flag then in the Ducatis, which is that's absolutely wonderful. That's caught me off guard, actually. That's really caught me off guard. Oh well, never mind. These things are sent to Trios 8. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so the Ducatis will now run over 10 minutes. We'll try and keep on schedule. I do apologise to those guys. It's not ideal. It is really not ideal, but it is to be expected with milestone SDPG ATC. Let's get myself suited and booted. Possibly, Ash, possibly. Right then, so, like we say, red flag. We'll try again. That's gone really well, hasn't it? Yeah, brilliant. I do apologise, Ducati riders. So that will be 10 minutes for Ducati riders, and we will let you know when the lobby is up in just a few seconds' time. Oh, dearie me. These things are sent to trials, eh? Right, Ducati Riders, your lobby is now up, so get yourselves in. Let's go that lovely stuff. Right, hopefully there'll be no issues this time round. We've got Vinny, we've got Isaac, we've got Jordan, we've got George, we've got Adam. Oh, Connor's in, lovely stuff. Just waiting for Liam and Joe. Oh, there you go. Joe gets another chance. Well, hey! Raid that. That's all I'm saying at the moment. I do apologise, ladies and gents. I'm even doing my own nutting with that. Right. Okay, we'll go to the next screen and we'll... Ah! Imposter! Panic! No, don't panic. Panicking is not good. There you go. Life lessons with Sean. Right. So, we've got Joe. Joe's back. He's raring to go. Right then, once everyone's on the right bike, we will continue with that session. Like we say, ladies and gents, 10 minutes. So if you've not got that, I've said it 3 times, you've not got that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes for the Ducatis. Shut up, Sean. Right, so we'll just wait for Jordan to get on the Ducati and then we will crack on. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right then. Okay, ladies and gents, we'll try again. Oh, dearie me. Where's the right seat? There we go. Right then. Time for take 2. Practice. Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. Please don't do it again. Please. Work. Okay, green flag out at end of pit lane and around the circuit. Right, try again. Here we go. 10 minutes. Ducati Monster 1200 Cup action is on the way. Oh, right. Let's see who can do the business in this one. Well, hopefully that's the only blip that we have tonight. That'll be nice. Let's keep an eye on Vinny and Lee. Actually, no, you're going against your morals here, Seamus. Right then, so 10 minutes to get themselves acclimatised with the circuit. Hopefully there will be no drama in this one. Through Park Corner then and into Chris Curve for Vinny. He's got Liam just behind him. Into the gooseneck then for the number 55. Whoa, look at Liam. Oh, Liam's done a headstand. Oh dear, that was a bit painful. Into the chicane for Vinny. Oh my god, fair play. Well, he did a good job of keeping that one on the track. Into the bottom of the mountain then. Whoa, that's not gone well. That's a humongous headstand and probably a severe headache for Vinny on that occasion. Keeps out of the way. Right, let's get Connor then over the mountain. Over the hill and far away. No, don't. Into Hall Bends then goes the number 9. Oh, it's a little bit loosey-goosey into Hall Bends. Nicely done. Bit of grass tracking as well. Fair play. Into the hairpin for Connor and tips off at Barn. Oh dear. Oh, that didn't sound good, did it? Oh. Well, Liam goes top, 132.4. Vinny's gone grass tracking. Isaac's in the pits. Jordan then down towards the line. Over the line he goes now, 127.690 for Jordan. Again, had a good run here in the Ducati test that we ran on, Thursday. George goes top of the times. But Jordan was up and amongst the top runners, so let's see if this is going to be a good weekend for the number 23. I'm sure it will be. George, number 93, tops the times, 126.799 on Smoke. Right then, Vinny up towards Park Corner. We've got Isaac there as well. Adam coming into the bottom of the mountain now. Whoa, lovely. Joe there up to P3, 130.162. Into the hairpin then for Adam on the power. down to barn corner. Oh, he tips off as well. Now, this is what we were saying earlier on in the opening practice session of the day. Obviously, the camber does drop away there at barn corner. Very easy to the front, and we've seen that now from 2 people. Very well demonstrated, chaps. As Isaac there, just a bit of grass tracking at Mansfield. Into the chicane then. That scared me a little bit. We've got 2 imposters, lovely. Into the bottom of the mountain there for the number 73, and has bailed out of that one. Corner over the line, top is he? Nope, P2, 127.063. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me actually, Logan. Is anyone else's stream laggy? Probably. Oh dear. Up towards Park then for Connor. He's only a 10th off at the moment. Jordan in P3, Liam in P4 at the moment. 127.934 for the number 44. In through the gooseneck. Oh, still using the grass. I rate that. Into Mansfield then goes number 44 of Liam. Through the chicane. And towards the mountain he goes now. Half a second off at the moment. Oh, look at that. Over the mountain. Yes, Liam. Ho. I rate that. I've said it again. I am sorry. Through Hall Bends. For Liam, 126.628 for George. Has gone even faster into the hairpin then for Liam and into barn corner. Gain a bit of time through sector 3 then and down towards the line for Liam. Over the line he goes now, 128.144. Let's get Jordan then through Hall Bends. He got Connor just up ahead. Sort of. Through the hairpin and into barn corner for Jordan. 5.2 up on this lap. Connor onto another lap. George into the Mansfield. Whoa! Connor's done a nice little pirouette there at Cobbles. Very nice, Connor. Very nice. Right, Vinny then up to P5. 129.094 on his opening flyer. Joe there in P6. Let's have a look at front row Joe, number 69. Through Hall Bends he goes. Into the hairpin. Nicely done for front row Joe. Into barn corner then. 7/10 up on this lap. Slightly wide. Whoa, there we go on the grass. Up to the line then. Sorry, down to the line. 129.023 goes P5 with that lap. Adam now goes P5. 128.4 for the number 77. Liam then over the mountain. Love that. Jordan's having a very good run here. Still inside that top 3, which is very good for the number 23. Hopefully a good weekend incoming then for Jordan. I'll just refresh my page because it's very laggy now on my screen. 2/10 up. There's Jordan. Oh, look at that. Yes. Loving it. Into Hall Bends then for Jordan. Through the right, through the left, through the right, into the left, and back over to the right-hand side through the hairpin. Down towards barn corner then. Half a second up is Jordan. Wow, this could see him go into P2. Let's get him down towards the line then. Over the line for Jordan, he does go P2, 127.022. Good lap that for the number 23, so it's put him just up ahead of Connor. Over the line, oh, there he goes, Connor, 126.254. Well, at least he got into top gear before the end of the session. Like we say, Connor's championship leader going into this round, so we'll see if he can maintain that as we go through the season up towards Park Corner then. And he's now half a 10th up. Brilliant stuff. George there still in P2. Jordan in 3rd. Adam up to 4th now. 127.592 for Adam. 4/10 ahead of Liam on this occasion. Through the bottom of the mountain then goes Liam. Ooh, got that a little bit wrong. Gathers it up nicely and doesn't hit the wall or the deck. Into Hall Bends he goes, and we'll go on to another lap. Oh, that's getting a bit tight between Joe and Vinny there. Into Park Corner, 2.5 minutes remaining of free practice then for the SDPG Academy Monster 1200 Cup. Looks like Joe and Vinny have got Adam for company, just a little bit behind. Lovely stuff as they go through the gooseneck. Oh! Vinny using all the road there at the gooseneck and some. Through Mansfield they go then, into the chicane. Nice, that was lovely. Very nicely done from these chaps. Into bottom of the mountain, half a second up is Joe's. This will see him go ahead of Liam if he can keep this one going. Whoa! Oh, synchronised crashing. Oh, well that was a bit, oh that was quite a fair play, chaps. 10 out of 10 for style, yep. Synchronisation, 8.2, but good effort. Well, Adam didn't get caught up in that, luckily. I think it might have just cost him a bit of time, 1.2 off at the moment. George tips off then at Coppice as Connor heads up towards Park Corner. Just less than a minute and a half remaining of free practice for the Ducatis. Good session this from Jordan, like we said earlier. Anyone on the fast lap? Let's check Liam then as he goes through chicane. Oh, took to the front then at the mountain. Whereabouts is Vinny? 140.3 at the moment. Not had the best of sessions, maybe a few mistakes for the young man. We'll see what he can do on this lap. 2 seconds up at the moment through the bottom of the mountain then, and over the mountain goes number 73. That's it, Richard. I like that. I'm going to have to write that down. I'll rate that. Oh, I said it again. I'm sorry. Into the hairpin then for Isaac. We'll check his next sector time. 5.6 up. This will be a nice improvement for the number 73. Down towards the line he goes. And over the line. And he does a 134.9. So good improvement that from Isaac on that occasion. Vinny's just firing himself to the moon. Let's get Joe through the mountain. Nicely done. Look at Connor's time. 126.059. He has improved. Whew. Yeah, he's on good form, isn't he? Holy moly, that is very quick. With 10 seconds remaining of free practice then for the Ducatis. And well, it's been a good session for the number 9 of Connor, as checkered flag is now out for the practice then for the Ducatis. And it is Connor that's decided just to give his bike some some cartwheeling time. I like that. P1 then for Connor ahead of George and Jordan. Good session that for Jordan in P3. Look at Joe at the death there. P4 for him ahead of Adam and Liam in P6. Vinny there in 7th and Isaac just rounding out the runners and riders in that one. That is very true, Ash. That is very true, mate. I'm not going to argue with that, Vinny. That was very stylish, mate. Right then, ladies and gents, that concludes the... Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Apologies. Sorry about that. I do apologise. It's definitely not over. We've still got 2 seconds to go. I was meant to do that, you see. I was just testing. Right, so... What an absolute squirrel. Unbelievable. Okay, right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, have we... Right. Aha! Right, now it's... Right, hang on. I'm just going to... There we are. Sorry. Right. Sorted. Okay. Right then. Let's get the... Sorry, Ash. Sorry, mate. Right then. Super Sport. Another 15 minutes. Free practice 2 for those guys. Let's get the lobby up then. And the lobby is now up. Ha! Look at that finish. He's not messing around, is he? Tell you what, Vinny, go top of our eagerness chart. I like it, mate. I rate it. I've said it again. I am so sorry. If I'm getting annoying, just tell him to shut up. It wouldn't be very good on the commentary side, but it'll probably be... It'd probably be good for your eardrums, I'm not going to lie. Right. Lovely stuff. Okie dokie. Right, let's get my next scene ready. Right, okie dokie. Who are we missing? Both APR Hondas. George is in. Oh. Let's go to the we'll go to the next screen. Right. So free practice 2 then for Super Sport is on the way. Go for it, Joe. I'm open to suggestions. I know what would make it better, me not being here. I think that would be brilliant. If everyone agrees, I'll go now. Oh! Very good. There you go. I like that. It's not going to happen, but... Thank you for that, Joe. That's very kind of you, mate. I wasn't actually expecting that. You caught me off guard there, Joe. Fair play, mate. Right. I can't do it. See, if I could commentate in Braille, we'd be all right, but it's just not possible, I'm afraid. Right, ladies and gents, it's time for free practice 2 then. For the Army Electrics British Super Sport riders, let's go. FP2 on the way next.